Hello there, good morning, and welcome to the show. My name's J. Richard Varvel, and I'm coming to you live, excuse me, from the Hills of Bakersfield. And whew, I guess my throat's more dry than I thought. So I came out here today. It's a nice day. It cooled off a bit. The only issue is it's very windy. And I tried setting up the camera so it's inside the car, in the back, facing outward, and I'm hoping that it's mitigating some of this wind noise. But you guys will have to let me know how it's going for you out there, those that are tuning in live. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Aaron. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me live this morning. I greatly appreciate it, and I feel both of your beautiful presences, and it feels good. So yes, good morning and welcome to the show. So one thing I wanted to talk about, because we are getting into this more hotter time of year, and because I wanted to take this opportunity to bring Watson, it made me think of something. And I know we're a very high conscious community, so I don't know that this is really something that we have issues with our animals, but just as a general rule, for your pets, if you take them outside and it's a hot day and you want to take them for a walk, but you put the back of your hand on the ground and you can't keep the back of your hand on the ground for more than 5 seconds, then that means, without feeling like it's going to burn you, then that means it's too hot to be taking your pets out there, because their little pads will get burned very easily when it's hotter than that. So something to consider. The other thing is, if you're going to bring them along in the car, it's really not a good time to do that in the summer unless somehow you're able to leave the car on with the air conditioner on, because it doesn't matter if you're in the shade or not. When it's like you're really kind of 85 and above, the car starts to heat up exponentially, and that's just too hot for anyone to be in the car. So just some things to consider with our animal friends. I know cats would be the same, but I know not too many people bring their cats out unless they're going specifically to the vet or transporting them somewhere. But there are people that take their kitties out for a walk. So for same thing applies, if you can't keep the back of your hand on the ground, then that means you shouldn't be making them keep their feet on the ground. It's too hot. All right, Watts, where are you at? Watson? I hear you. Oh, here you are. I hear heavy breathing. I was like, I know he's somewhere around here. He got a haircut. Yeah, I gave him a haircut and a bath. Yeah, so he's all nice and pretty and shaved and ready for the summer, because he was getting pretty long. His hair, there's a picture I was looking at one winter, and his hair was so long and so just like wild. It was crazy. I feel like it would just keep growing and growing and growing and growing. It wouldn't stop if I didn't shave him. All right, so let's get into the card reading of the day. So how are both of you doing out there? And thank you, Aaron, for letting me know that it sounds good. I appreciate it. It's like getting creative, because I know it's not fun, trying to watch a video that you can't hear very well. All right. So, highest and best good energies of the day. And advancements. And Aaron says, I'm good. So yay, glad to hear that. And I trust all is well, with the fam after yesterday's heightened activities. So today, advancements for the collective. So this really is in alignment with what came through yesterday with intimacy, and really having intimacy with ourself. First, being able to know what that feels like, be able to really operate within that space, and then really open ourselves up to be intimate outside of that, as well as, in this case, there is this flow. The more we love and get to know ourselves, the more we advance within our own unfolding. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with, we are here collectively, don't get me wrong. There's something to that. However, for each one of us individually, we are on our own unfolding. We're within our own unfolding because we're here to have a very unique and specific journey. We're here to play unique and specific roles. And that is all mapped out and played out before we even get here. And so I know that seems counterintuitive to free will. But there was a part of you, a big part of you that's beyond your body that said, okay, yes, these are the experiences I would like. These are the experiences I'm signing up for. This is the mission. I'm ready. And then we come into this life, and then we give ourselves these breadcrumbs to follow along the way. And as we expand our light, expand our consciousness, then it begins to unfold more possibilities that weren't there before. But it really has to do with, it's like a game. I see it as a video game where you have to complete the level, however it's set up for you to do so, and then once that happens, then you are able to go to the next level, and there's a whole new set of circumstances, a whole new set of possibilities available, just one level up. And then for me, it is really not about better than, less than, or levels from the standpoint of that you need to get it done, or that you're better than someone else if you are doing work on yourself, than someone that isn't necessarily consciously doing the work from your outside view. So what I'm saying this for is that the advancements come when we're focused on ourselves, when we're focused on expanding our own conscious awareness, as well as getting in touch and fine-tuning our own unique gifts and abilities and how we're creatively expressing them out into the world. And that be our focus instead of all the distractions that the world could bring our way with sports, with weather, with news, with what's going on the other side of the planet. Heck, what's going on the other side of the city. And really overloading us with all this information that's just so much, too much. Instead of allowing us to focus on what really matters to us, our passions, what really is satisfying to our heart, and putting all of our energy and emphasis there instead. So I see that's where the advancements come. When we stop feeding into the distractions in life, and we begin to really do the work on ourselves, to engage ourselves, to get to know ourselves, and to creatively express ourselves more and more, and put that kind of energy in its place. So that's advancements. So if anybody has any questions or any feedback, I'd love to hear it. And I'm going to take a drink, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with a meditation. Okay, everybody. Let's go ahead and close our eyes and grow roots from the base of our spine and the bottoms of our feet down into the center of Mother Earth. This is grounding our energy consciously into and with the Earth's energy. We're always connected. However, this is giving us the ability to become consciously aware of that connection, as well as be able to have more of an experience, an energy exchange and experience with that connection. So take this time to say hello and extend your love and gratitude to Mother Earth. Yes, she's awake, she's aware, and she loves to connect with us in this way. Utilizing our imagination, one of the most powerful tools in our spiritual toolbox to connect with the spiritual realm and the realms of energy. And guess what, folks? It all starts in energy first, and then it shows up here on planet Earth. So it's really a good idea to get to know how these energy realms work for you. Yes, wonderful. Great job, everybody. Let's go ahead and become aware of a personal sun that is blazing within your heart space. Yes, this personal sun is a representative of your divine spark. And I would like you to grow that personal sun bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, so big that you're taking it out 33 feet. And remember, it's powered from the infinite source creator energies that are flowing out from the inside out, from the center of your heart space out. And that is what is allowing you to create the ability to expand your divine spark, to expand your personal sun out 33 feet all around you. This is your love, this is your light, this is your energy. Feel into what it feels like. Ooh, and it feels so good, right? Yes, let's take a deep breath together. Really dropping our shoulders, filling up our tummies here. Another deep breath in. Letting it all out. Yes. Wonderful. So again, this is animating your personality, your personal reality. This is what's animating your life. This is what is allowing us to have this experience here on planet Earth together. If we didn't have this energy flowing through us, then this experience would not be happening. It's that simple. We are just as much a part of this as everything else and everyone else is. Okay, wonderful. So take just a few moments here within your own personal sun, feeling your own energy. If you have any burning questions you'd like to ask yourself, take this moment to ask yourself now while I tune in and see where we're going to be heading for our energy adventure today. Alright, we're going to stay right where we are today. We're going to do some work with the violet flame. That is the violet ray, which is the combination of the masculine royal blue ray and the feminine rose pink ray coming together, creating this unified ray of violet. It is the unified energies of the masculine and feminine God forces. And it also has within it, because of the unified forces, God's patterns of perfection, as well as a big huge dose of God's ease and grace. So I'd like you to imagine a violet fog starting to emanate and radiate off your personal sun. And this violet energy is also coming from the infinite source creator energies that are pouring out, that are creating your personal sun. This violet energy is also coming out through your heart space, through filling up your own personal sun, and then radiating off your sun out into the city that you're in, into the state, into the country, into the surrounding countries, until it completely envelops the entire earth, within the earth, all the way to its core, as well as past the earth, past the atmosphere, going out into space, enveloping the moon, and then starting to envelop all the planets that are around us, until it envelops the whole solar system. And it goes past the solar system and continues until it completely envelops the entire universe. And folks, it takes no time at all. It's done. That's how fast these energies move when we bring our conscious awareness to bring them into this field, into this earthly experience. And as we are able to easily get ourselves into this space, feel what it feels like to be here. And the more you bring yourself into this space, in alignment with your highest, deepest self, in alignment with your own personal sun, with your own God forces that are pouring out within you, that really does allow you to have a very different experience here on planet Earth. But there is some let's see, what do we want to call this? It takes some time. And not because it needs to, but because it takes us from our earthly experience some time to work with these forces as we're getting to remember them and remember what it's like to experience them and remember what it's like to apply them into our life. You know, we have time to play and integrate and expand and then integrate and then contract a little bit and then expand and integrate. We are in this constant flow with ourself, with the universe, with the earth. When we allow ourselves to be in the present moment, when we are not distracted, and when we are feeling into this space and place, this is where we can really feel into that peace that goes beyond all understanding. This is a space and place where we can come where it all starts to begin to make sense. Beautiful. We're just again checking in with this violet energy that is radiating out through our own personal sun. And again, it's coming out, it's coming from an infinite source of energy within us. It doesn't cost anything. It is not putting us out. This is in no way draining. This is actually very energizing. Yes. We are charging up our batteries. We are filling up our tanks, while we are also allowing our cup, quote unquote, to runneth over out into the world. Yes. Again, that's how powerful we are. And again, it didn't cost us anything to do it. Beautiful. All right, give yourself a big, huge hug. Thank yourself. Thank your entire Light Align team. Thank the entire universe. All of the universal forces of love and light. The all that is. Yes. Pat on the back. Great job. And begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and come back into your physical body, opening your eyes whenever you are ready. Wonderful, beautiful. Good morning, Sue. Welcome to the show. So yeah, they've been powerful this week. I've been really enjoying these meditations, just being able to be in it with you all. And then it's always fun for me when I go back and watch it to do the show notes and comments. I get to watch it and then participate with it myself. So I always enjoy that. So it's time for me to open it up. If anybody would like me to pull a card for you, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to be wrapping it up today. I want to thank everybody again for joining me and tuning in live. Let's see if we can show you Watson here. He's having a good time. Hey, Watts! Want to say hi to everybody? Come say hi. Good boy. Get some water. Yeah, you know where the water is. Go get it. Okay, Watson's gonna get some water. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card from Monica. She's asking for a card, please. So absolutely. Monica, highest and best good. Ooh-wee. All right. Ooh. Creative. This is creative. Okay, so it's not only talking about, I feel like for you, Monica, being creative with your situation. I see that. I see having to really Remember that you're the writer, the director, the producer, the designer of your movie. You're the star, you're also the background characters, you're the backup singers, you're the music, you're all these parts. And at different moments we can bring our conscious awareness to reworking different parts of the story that aren't quite playing out the way we'd like them to. So I see that there are some places where you're being extra hard on yourself and you're blaming yourself for things that are completely outside of what you really have any control over. So I'm just going to say it. One of them is your vision right now. I know that that is something that you are working through and that is a challenging situation. I personally can't imagine what it's like to be in your situation, and I have so much love and compassion for you and what is currently unfolding. And what Spirit wants me to say is that you haven't done anything wrong to create that. That is like, I feel like there's a part of you that's somehow blaming yourself, and that's really causing a really heavy duty energy on your heart, because you know that that deep down is not true. So I don't know where that voice or where that's coming from, but it's very important for you to spend some time loving that part of yourself, listening to that part of yourself, and then being the parent to that child, letting it know, that it isn't its fault. Just like it isn't your fault. These things happen to us. Like, there's no guarantees on planet Earth at all. We get this weird sense of, because there are doctors and insurance, and because there is, these different healing techniques and different ways to go about it, that somehow, if we're still sick or something still is off, that somehow we failed at life, or that somehow we've done something wrong. But that can't be further from the truth. All we can do is make the best of our situation, make the best of our circumstances, really tuning into Spirit, utilizing our intuitive guidance system to its fullest, to really ask ourselves in any given moment, what is really going on here? Why is this really happening? What is the truth about this? Not what I've been telling myself, not what these voices have said, but what's really going on here, so I can really understand from a very different, empowered place. I know you're there. You're there. But there's like I'm saying, there's a part of you that isn't letting you fully own that space. So I want you to know that I love you. I know you love you. Spirit loves you. You have a whole bunch of people that love you in this community and beyond. So know that support and that love is carrying you through this situation, even though it may be a bit challenging as you're as you're literally in the midst of it. Remember though too, nothing lasts forever. It's not always going to be like this. And so just know that Spirit's got you, you got you, we all got you. All right? So that's complete. I love you. All right. Anybody else before we close out the show? So, good morning, welcome to the show. We just are in the middle of a card reading section. And Monica, I just did a reading for Monica, and she says, "Thank you, Jay, I love you, and you're welcome, I love you too." So I'm about to wrap up the show unless anybody else would like one. And Sue just said me, so I will pull a card for Sue. Excuse me. Whew. All right, Sue, highest and best good. Ba-ba. All right, Elemental. Oh, that's really fun because I think the last card, whether it was last week or the week before, I can't remember, but it was the nature card, if my memory serves me well, and it usually does. And I see this card as a sister card, However, I feel like it's really, because it is the elementals, it's getting into more of the spirit of nature. And so I know it came up before, like how I feel your deep connection to Mother Earth, to nature, to the unfolding of the planet, and you're just so connected to Mother Earth. It's whoa. And so this elemental energy, I feel like what it is like nature wants to create with you more consciously, like through your creative abilities. Mother Nature wants to come out and play, and I feel like this is where it's going to take some finessing on your part. So whether it's those Watson, whether it's those anything that you consider creative, not what the world considers creative, but what you consider creative, and to do those things here and there, not for any reason other than to be in those creative energies. Because I feel like from there, that time with yourself, that time to go deeper beyond all of your daily responsibilities, your daily distractions, that these creative ideas, that's going to really come from your earth connection, I feel. So I feel like they're going to be very physical ideas, very real, very, very tangible is what I'm getting at. So, but I feel like there's some quote-unquote homework and just being creative. Just being in the creative flow, being in the creative process, whether it's by yourself or with some girlfriends, or whether you do something with a family, if you can get the guys involved. But I just see that more importantly, this is something that you could do for you. So I don't know if you're a part of the coloring craze, but coloring, using color is a way to go about that. But again, you can be creative. You don't have to go within how you see everybody else doing it. If you have an idea, follow through with it. So that's where I see it, and I see that you have the help and the support from your earth connection, from the spirit of nature, to really assist you with that, with the inspiration. So it just might require you just taking also some time out in nature to ask the nature spirit, what is the next best step for me? What is the best way for me to create? What is the best direction for me to head from here? Spend some time asking yourself some of those bigger questions, and then see what comes through. All right, that is complete. Thanks, Sue, for asking for a reading and being brave, as well as Monica being so brave to be willing to open yourself up for a reading, which is not only great for you, but also such a great learning experience for all of us, because we are all learning from each other through what we're all experiencing and facing. So Sue says, thanks, Jay. She says, you are awesome. So thanks, Sue. Appreciate it. I appreciate the love and the props. So, okay, everybody. I feel like that is complete for today. I am going to be back for one more show tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. It's kind of hard to believe. But it is. It's going to be Friday tomorrow. So happy Friday, Junior, everybody. I am going to be at The Joint. It's on Chester Avenue near California for their Customer Appreciation Day on Saturday. And so I will be, I know I forgot to post it yesterday, but I'll post it today. A picture of the ad, so that way you guys have all the deets. If you would like to come, there's always tons and tons of free samples. It's a lot of fun. It's always a great crowd. Everyone's very cool and fun and pleasant. I always have a great experience. So I would love it if you do have a requisition card and are able, come on out and visit me and smell the goodness. And just as a reminder, all of my products are at Beautiful Sequence if you'd like to not only try them out, but they're also available there for purchase. All right, I love you guys. I'm surrounding everybody with a big, huge, giant hug of love. Watson and I will be back tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.